The following is a presentation from PokerStars.net. Last night on the big game,
Boys ready?
our first female loose cannon came out firing.
Just call me Nadya KGB.
Nadya KGB bet, bluffed, and smiled her way to 3 big pots. Her play impressed the pros.
Get us another loose cannon.
Then Cada set a trap that ruined her night.
Joe slow-rolled me.
Next, will the ultimate poker dream come true, or is this the beginning of a nightmare for an overmatched amateur? Find out now.
This is the PokerStars.net Big Game.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Las Vegas and the state-of-the-art poker room where we play the big game. Alongside Joe Stapleton, I'm Chris Rose, and tonight we have some of the top young pros in the world playing in a high-stakes cash game that is guaranteed to keep us glued to the table.
After 28 hands, thinking man's poker player Justin Bonomo is our leader so far. He's up almost 50K.
On his left is Barry Greenstein, who's down over $12,000 so far.
23-year-old Jason Mercier, he burst on the scene 2 years ago and has won 9 live tournaments since. In this game, he's up 32 dimes.
2009 main event champion Joe Cada won only 1 pot last night. He is stuck over 35K.
Alaei is no stranger to the nosebleed cash games. Right now, he's fighting a 13K loss.
These established players are waiting for the loose cannon, Nadya Magnus, who has staked 100 grand. She's standing by with Amanda Leatherman.
Nadya, you're down a chunk right now. Just a little chunk, but you're sitting at the table with some of the best players in the world. How are you feeling?
Actually, I feel pretty comfortable right now. Much better than in the beginning of the game.
Have you learned anything?
Yeah, I learned quite a bit, but I'm going to keep it to myself because the night is still young.
And you don't want them to hear you?
Absolutely not.
All right, Nadya, good luck, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like all loose cannons, Nadya has been staked 100 grand and keeps all profits above the initial 100,000. At the end of the season, the loose cannon who wins the most money earns a North American Poker Tour passport worth 50,000.
Welcome back, Nadya.
Everyone's under Nadya's spell.
Did they tell you that I need the most luck at this table?
She's even got the dealer.
He's a little smitten. Joe Cada folds. Alaei, King Jack, raises to 1,500. Nadya, Ace 7, folds.
Discipline fold from Nadya.
Big slick for Justin.
Raise.
Bonomo raises to 5,000.
With guys like Bonomo, Mercier, Danny at the table, the 3-bet doesn't always mean a huge hand. What Danny doesn't know is in this case he is dominated.
Action is back on Danny. And calls.
Bonomo's perfectly capable of 3-betting light. Danny wants to see a flop.
Which is 9, Queen, 10. Danny checks.
What's domination matter when you know you're going to flop the joint? Danny's flopped a straight.
Bonomo checks. 3 of diamonds on the turn.
Danny's hand is no longer the nuts. But if Bonomo had diamonds, he probably would have betted on the flop.
Danny checks. And Justin checks.
Bonomo still just got ace-king.
8 of clubs on the river.
There's a 4-card straight out there now. Danny should bet this hand if he wants to try to get any value at all. It's a good card if it makes your opponent a costly second-best hand, but in this case, it'll probably just be an action killer.
Danny bets 8,200. And Bonomo folds.
Danny flops a straight, but got less value out of it than grocery shopping at 7-Eleven.
Danny wins our first pot of the night. And as he stacks his chips, let's take a look at the rules of the big game. Each table lasts exactly 150 hands. The action pre-flop is pot limit, then becomes no limit after the flop. Blinds are 2 and 400 with a $100 ante, all of which is paid by the player on the button. Each player begins with at least a $100,000 buy-in, but can reload for up to $500,000. Nadya is from Palatine, Illinois. Says it's her dream to become a professional poker player. She folds. A good showing here would go a long way toward achieving that dream. Justin Bonomo raised to 1,400.
1400.
Barry folds. Jason Mercier's out. Joe Cada. 10-6 suited, out of the way. Danny, Queen 10. Calls.
Danny's got a 1-gapper. So does Justin, who's also got a slight lead with his king.
5 ace king, a pair of spades. Check by Danny.
Bonomo's got middle pair.
And he checks.
Playing very cautiously against each other.
5 of clubs on the turn. Danny checks again. So does Justin. Queen of hearts on the river.
Danny's made a pair.
And checks again.
Not really a lot of value to betting there. It's the 3rd pair on board.
Justin fires 2200. And Danny folds.
Nice attempt at a value bet from Justin, but Danny didn't bite. Justin Bonomo is getting aggressive early here. So far it's been working for him. After 31 hands, he leads the way in pre-flop raise percentage, raising 29% of his hands, parlaying that aggression to a profit of $44,000.
What's your biggest tournament cash?
9K.
What was that in? What tournament?
It was a ladies tournament at the circuit event.
Most ladies events can't officially ban men from playing, so Chris, you're in.
I've put it on the calendar, Joe.
Circuit event in Indiana or what?
Chris Rose, FTW.
+1.
Yeah, no, I know.
We won the ladies event.
Oh, nice. I've never done that.
You've never won a ladies event?
No, never.
You know you can play in them, right?
I don't believe Jason hasn't.
Final table, a couple of them. But.
Mercier and I are actually going together. Cada raises to 1400. Danny in the small blind. Re-raises to 5,000.
Nice little 3-bet steal attempt from Danny.
Nadya folds the big blind. Action's on Joe. Cada calls on the button.
Cada makes a loose call from the button. Somehow he's ahead.
Ace, deuce, deuce.
Both players miss. Joe still got the best hand. Danny was repping a big hand with his pre-flop repop. I don't expect him to give it up so easily. There it is.
That's 4,200.
Joe Cada once again seems reluctant to let go of his hand. No pair, no real draw. He's trying to get a read off Danny. How do you get a read off that face? He's like a statue.
His expression has not changed the first 2 nights.
It's like watching the show on pause.
Joe does call. Queen of diamonds on the turn.
Now both players have picked up flush draws. Danny carefully considering his next move.
He checks.
If Cada was calling on the flop with the intent of trying to take it down on a later street, this would be a good time for him to bet his flush draw.
There's a bet of 8,500.
Remember, Danny re-raised light pre-flop and then fired on the flop. Now he's got a bona fide flush draw. We know a diamond would be disastrous for him. Let's see if he wants to continue this hand now that he's facing a bet.
He does not.
Nice read and nice bet by Joe.
Solid pot won by the 2009 main event champion, Joe Cada. If you want to appear on the big game and be a loose cannon like Nadya, simply log on to PokerStars.net. There are free qualifying tournaments every day. We're back with more action right after this.
This is the PokerStars.net Big Game.
We are back, and the loose cannon, Nadya Magnus, she was down, she was up, now she's down again, almost $18,000 from the original 100 grand she was staked. But this online qualifier is playing some of the best in the entire world, including the young pro Danny Alaei.
Danny is 26 years old. He lives in beautiful Southern California, and he's got 2 World Series of Poker bracelets. His favorite movie is Fight Club, but he doesn't like to fight at the table. He really believes in proper etiquette, a.k.a. stay classy, San Diego.
Action continues with Barry, who folds. Jason Mercier does as well. Joe Cada raises to 1,400.
Someone's an action junkie.
Pocket kings for Danny.
This may cause some trouble for Joe.
On the button. Just a smooth call.
He's going to let the original Razor keep the lead for now.
The loose cannon, Nadya looking at Jack 8 suited.
How much is it?
1,400 total.
Calls.
It's a pretty loose call from the loose cannon, calling this out of position.
Joe, I want my money back.
I'm not the only one in the hand.
Me too. Yeah, you and me. Let's take it down.
9-6 Jack, 2 hearts on the flop.
Nadya's flop top pair. This could end up being a misfire for the loose cannon.
She checks.
Cada's got middle pair. He was the pre-flop Razor.
Leads out 3,400.
Danny just called pre-flop. This is exactly